Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to learn a new stitch pattern today, and this is another pattern from Miss Margaret Hubert's The Complete Photo Guide to Crochet. And I chose this one today because I was looking for a beautiful, elegant baby design for a afghan that I'm going to be making for my daughter Emily, who is expecting our third grandbaby. She's not expecting a third baby, but her first baby, which is going to be mine and Chris's third grandbaby in July of this year. So I wanted to find a very elegant looking baby pattern that could be done all in white. I believe that every baby deserves a solid white or cream afghan, and this was perfect. When I seen this stitch, it's called the Dutchess lace stitch, and it was perfect. Not only is it simple, and I wasn't looking for something simple, I just wanted to look for the design. My daughter wanted something that was closed, but something that was really, really beautiful. And Miss Margaret really did it with this stitch. And it's very simple, and you will be working with chains, slip stitches, and double crochets. So this is the sample piece here. And you see that it has just barely any holes here. And other than that, it has a little bit of texture and a little personality here, but for the most part, it's just a super elegant design, and I do love it. So I did work this one in a 4-weight. It's more like a Karen yarn, and I worked it in a 4.5mm hook. And I'm just going to do my sample piece with a I-9 hook and a standard Red Heart Super Saver this time. So what you want to do is chain in multiples of 3 and then add 1. So I have a total of 16 here. So what you want to do for your foundation row is you want to go into your 4th from your hook, and you want to work 2 double crochet into the 4th from the hook. So that's 1 and 2. Let me come down here just a tad bit for you. Then you want to do a chain 3. So she jumps right into the pattern here. There's nothing as far as a base here other than your foundation chain. So now what you want to do is go back into that same stitch and just work a slip stitch. Now again, this is one of those patterns where you want to be careful where there's so many stitches in one stitch that if you're not paying close attention, you will lose this stitch here, because what it does is it pulls it real close. If you see what I'm doing here, once you've pulled that, you see that stitch there disappear. So you want to be careful about that. And if I pull that back out, you'll see that there's a full stitch right here, so don't lose that stitch. Now you want to skip 2, so 1, 2, and then you want to repeat what we just did. So skip 2, and in that next stitch you'll work 2 double crochet, chain 3, and slip stitch into that same stitch. Okay, so that's our pattern for this row. Again, don't lose that stitch. So you want to skip 2 and work 2 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, and slip right back into that same stitch. Okay, so again, skip 2, 2 double crochet into the next, chain 3, and slip into the same stitch. Oops, let me get all of my yarn in there. Try that again. Slip right into that same stitch, and you'll just work that to the end. So skip 2, and in that last stitch work the same. 2 double crochet, chain 3, and slip stitch. Okay, so that's what your pattern is going to look like for round 1. There's only 2 rows to this pattern. So now what you want to do is you want to turn. Now you're going to chain up 3. This is row 2. So chain up 3. Now you're going to work into these chain 3 spaces. So you want to double crochet into the first chain. Okay, so actually basically we're doing row 1 now. This was your foundation row. You chain 3 and you want to do 2 double crochet into the chain 3 space. So 2 double crochet, chain 3, and slip stitch right back into that chain 3 space. So it's the same thing that we've been doing. Okay, so now you're just going to work that across. So in each chain 3 space you're going to work the same thing. 2 double crochet, chain 3, and slip stitch right back in the same chain 3 space. Okay, so in your next chain 3 space work the same thing. 2 doubles, chain 3, and slip stitch. Alright, we've got 2 to go. So 2 doubles in the next chain 3 space, chain 3, and slip stitch. And in the last one you'll do the same. 2 doubles, chain 3, and slip stitch. Okay, and now in the very end of this row you want to go to the turning chain and you want to put in a double crochet here. Okay, and that's the end of row 2. Look how beautiful that is. No matter what yarn you work it with, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Alright, so row 2 you want to turn. Now this is the different row. It's just a little different, but it's pretty much going to give you the same look. So you want to chain up 3, and now you're going to be working in the chains. You're not going to work in the spaces of those chain 3s like we did on this row here. You're actually going to be working in the stitches. So what you want to do in the first stitch of this chain 3, you want to work your first double crochet. Go into the stitch itself. So work your double crochet. Then in the second chain you'll work your second double crochet. Now you want to do your chain 3, and now you're going to slip stitch into that third chain. So there's 3 chains, remember there's 3 chains. So you want to slip into that third chain just like that. And that's going to be the only difference here with row 2. Now you're just going to start that again with your next chain 3. So double crochet into that first chain, double crochet into the second chain, chain 3, and now you're going to slip stitch into that third chain. And voila! See, that gives it just a little bit of a difference, but not too much. Okay, so you'll repeat that across. So you'll double crochet into the first 2 chains. So 1 and 2. Chain up that 3 and slip stitch into that third. And that's all there is to this row. So we'll work these last 2. Don't forget to chain up that 3. It's important because that's where all the magic happens with this stitch. And then slip stitch into that third one. And working in the last. So you'll put your 2 double crochet, chain 3, and slip stitch into that last chain. And now, just like before, you want to come to the end stitch, which is your turning chain, and you want to work a double crochet. And that is how you're going to work this stitch. Now basically all you're going to do is repeat rows 1 and 2 until you have the full length of your pattern. So you're always going to chain up 3, and now to repeat row 1 you're going to work in the spaces again. So you're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 3, and slip stitch into the space. Work into the space, so 2 doubles, chain 3, and slip stitch. So that's all that there is. You're going to finish that row, and then you're going to turn, and then you're going to work row 2 again, which you're going to actually work into the chains. And then you're just going to alternate, and then make sure that you do your double crochet into the turning chain in each row, and that's pretty much all there is. It's just an all-around beautiful, elegant stitch. And again, like I said, I'm working a full-size baby Afghan, all in white, so it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So thank you, Miss Margaret, for this lovely stitch. And to all of you that have not purchased her complete photo guide to crochet book, this is what it looks like. I do strongly encourage you to make that purchase. This book has so many wonderful designs and stitches and stitch patterns. Very well worth the money, just like all of her books are. She's a great lady and a great design artist, and for those of you wanting to learn designs and stitches, there's more than 400 formatted color photos in here according to her information here, and this is just an all-around great book to have. So I just strongly encourage you to purchase this book, and among her other books as well. So again, this is called the Dutchess Lace Stitch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to hit those like buttons on the way out of each video. It shows me that you're supporting the videos and you are enjoying what you're seeing. So until next video, guys, happy hooking.